Hello everyone, welcome back to a World of Tonky video. Ignore the... Wait, shush. Doesn't matter, it's fine. Anyway, you saw that. I got the Wind Hunt, but I'm going to make a video on this thing first, which I got during that loot box event that nobody cared about. And I didn't care about it either. Vicky was over, and we were brushing our teeth before we got ready to go to Thailand for a week or two. That's why I've been away. It was great fun over there. Would recommend going to Thailand. But anyway, I spent like $8, got 5 boxes, and won this. So yeah, I have a screenshot about that. So the SFAC 105. You've heard about it. It came out ages ago. All I have to say is I've played it a bit, and I quite like it. I've got mainly snapshot because the rotation, dispersion while moving and turning the turret's pretty arse. Got engineering just to make it faster. Intuition, obviously, because it's the best. And spotting. This tank, I've played it a bit. I quite enjoy it. I like how when it charges up, it gets more accurate. Which it doesn't show here, obviously, because this is World of Tanks, and they did the new thing, but they will not show any abilities, which is still super annoying. And I'm lazy, so I'm not going to bother going into Tanks GG or whatever to show you. But all I know is when this thing gets its charge up, which is 3 seconds long, so do be aware of that. That caught me off guard when I first played it because I was expecting 2 seconds or 2.5 seconds, because that's what I'm used to with the Russian tanks. It's around 2 seconds instead of 3. But that gives you more time to like learn to pre-charge when you come around corners, which is what I highly recommend. The 270 pen is really nice. 9 seconds on either gun is pretty good. The dispersion during the single shot's kind of terrible, but only in close range usually, because when you're at long range you have the time to charge up, and when you're close range you're panicking and shooting, and it usually likes to miss for some reason, even though it's certainly not great dispersion. It's not bad. But yeah, that's this tank. I don't really know what else to talk about it. It's a glass cannon, so you gotta play it sneaky. It's got a lot of turret traverse angle, which lets you be quite versatile in your sneaky, but also makes it so that you can play a peek-a-boom sort of deal in the city, which I will show in one of the replays. I have 2 replays for all of yous. I decided to do the improved aiming just because I just thought that I felt like that had the best. I put equipment on it before I started playing it. Now I would almost recommend the improved rotation just for that, but also when you charge the double, you're not gonna miss. Like it's pretty freaking accurate. So improved aiming probably, or rotation. Don't ever bother with gun lane. It's just not worth it. Turbo, because it's fast. Might as well make it a bit faster. And optics, just because I like to see things. You can change the turbo out for low noise, I'd say, just because this thing's stealthy and making it real stealthy is good. But yeah, ammo is pretty damn good. 270, I think that's pretty good. More importantly, the 1500 meters a second, except it's 1400, but rounding up sounds cooler. Real nice, real great for charging and shooting at range. The heat I've never actually really loaded, so I can't answer for that. And the HE I've never loaded either. So all of that doesn't matter. But yeah, that's the tank. Field mods, I'm lazy. I haven't bothered getting all of them. But for that, I've forgotten scouting or survivability. Well, obviously go scouting, because there's no point putting survivability on it. I need to sneeze. But I would recommend personally aim circle size just to make it more accurate. That aim speed's perfectly fine. And probably concealment after firing. Or view range. That's personal. But anyway, that's all I have to talk about this thing. Yeah, on to the replays. And I need to sneeze. Well, welcome to the first match on this map, obviously. I spent a bit of time sitting in this bush, you know, just learning the pre-charge, trying to see if I can get any of these tanks. And I thought to myself, I'm not doing anything here. They're not picking up over the hill. Nobody really does that. I'm looking, I'm going, yeah, nah, there's tanks over here. I'll go see if I can go and be in the city. Which is what you can do in this thing. Do not recommend it, because you do not have health. And I'm not running improved hardening, so pretty much don't have health. Saw this tank, got spotted. Went, can I get a charge up on him? I'm charging, I'm not seeing, and boom. I missed the shot because it's weird to hold a different mouse button with like your thumb. Which I do highly recommend, because having it on the click is weird, because the game doesn't know if you've just got a long click or if you want to charge up the double. Now here I'm looking at this, what is it, 50 something TP. I'm like, yeah, I'll go with that. Oh, AMX, boom. I'll shoot that instead. And as you can see, even with the guns taken out, this thing is still incredibly accurate. So now I'll turn my tank around. I am still learning that pre-charge. Obviously, I barely pre-charged at all when I came around the corner, which let him get a shot. You have 3 seconds to line up your shot in third person and charge and come around the corner. As you can see, I had to spend less time doing it. Boom, get another crazy double in. Super nice. But yeah, it's still a bit weird. And I'm still getting used to that 3 seconds of charge time. And I thought to myself, well, he's a one shot. I'll just load the shot. Lucky to hit, because as you can see, this thing likes to bloom when you're moving or turning the turret. And isn't accurate unless you're in the charge mode, which is a gimmick. I didn't state that, but yeah, this is very much a gimmick tank in that sense. But the gimmick works for it super well. Took a shot. One of them hit, which I would actually recommend doing such a thing, purely because you can guarantee that you'll hit a bullet. Yeah. This match is a draw, by the way. I'll spoil that for you. Very close, but you know, I'll spoil you. So too bad, so sad. Go watch a different YouTuber who won't spoil stuff. Don't, please. I need views. But with that topic said, thank you all so much for the crazy support I've been given through both the World of Tanks and Vintage Story. I didn't pay attention to the marker that said that the other gun could not shoot, or couldn't hit, sorry. You can see the dashed. I peek around the corner again, sillily. Take a swing and a miss in the single shot mode. And now I'm thinking to myself, maybe I'll try and pick the other side. They're gonna probably come on the other, come around the corner. You know, across the bridge, seeing as the guy just died, so it's just me here. And then I think to myself, it's just me here. You know what? I'll try and get that SU. Charge the double. He hits me because I was looking at the complete wrong spot. And now I'm thinking to myself, well, I'm out of health. I can't peek anymore. I gotta run. So I think to myself, well, I can't run across the river because they'll shoot me. So I'll run this way instead. And make sure I keep those buildings behind me. And use that to block. As you can see, I'm looking behind me. Trying to make sure no one's there. The Caliban's there. I'm not too worried about the Caliban. However, I am worried about the TP. Caliban sends that to Mars. Shoots down the ISS. But yeah, and I managed to escape just because I'm kiting that TP, get over the ridge, and now I'm set. Sorry, I'm a little sick, by the way. But yeah, and I stopped because I'm like, he's still spotted. I don't know if he's proxied. I was the one spotting him. I think I was, because now he's no longer spotted. Now he's spotted again. And now I'm just like, well, I gotta sit in ambush, and I'm gonna sit around here, try and aim at that. You do the stereotypical wobble, going, is he there? Well, he's not spotted no more. Zoom out to try and keep my awareness of the map around me going. And as you can see, we've now hunkered down. And the enemy doesn't quite manage to dig us out of this, to be honest. So I know this is kind of boring. The next game I'll show you isn't boring. It's quite active. As you can see, I come around the corner, trying to charge. It's not happening. I zoom out, look at the map. Oh, he's behind a building. Well, that makes it difficult to shoot. Still charging. And lag. And shot. So I was annoyed about that. But it doesn't matter. I didn't get spotted. So I'm like, oh, whatever. You know? I didn't need those bullets anyway. Ah. He's getting shot. I'd like my double, please. Let's load that double. Let's come around the corner. Let's charge up. Charging, charging, charging. Boom. Non-pens. The, whatever you call it, marker doesn't look like it wants to show up. But I shot at the lower plate, and I hit the lower plate. But it's Iron Arnie, so he said, don't do that again. Or something like that. And it didn't pen. So I thought to myself, 370 mils of pen. Didn't pen the lower plate of a M47. That's pretty bullcrap. And I'm like, oh crap. AMX over there, the tank destroyer, 3-round mag, 400 damage per round. That's scary. That's a lot of damage. And I do not have a lot of health, and he's got actually good frontal armor. So I need to shut that down. As you can see, they ask, can I see? I'm like, yes, I can, obviously. But yeah, I'm sitting there, and I'm just trying to like keep this like shut down as you, and this is what you'll probably start to end up doing a lot with this thing. It's just constantly charging that double, and then reset and charge the double, because 3 seconds is a lot of time. 3 seconds is you've started to react at that point, but you're still charging, and 3 seconds is a lot of time for somebody else to react and duck away or move or make you miss. So I'm trying to make sure that this stays spotted, and I am a bit preoccupied staring. Oh, but I was typing, never mind. And I look at the TP, realize, he's behind a building. Oh, Caliban. Let's see if I can shoot that. No, can't see it. That's an issue. Oh, he's behind that house again. Oh, am I going to spot that AMX? Is he moving? I need to make sure this AMX doesn't flake us, because otherwise we'll be bugging. Because that's a magazine fed thing. That'll spot. He's full health almost. Not really, but he's got health. I need to make sure he stays locked down, and I continue my permastare until all of a sudden an SU comes, and I'm like, well, obviously I was not spotting, because I should have been able to spot the SU. I then realize he's behind the building, can't spot him, start charging. Oh, I can shoot the Scorpion. Boom, somebody hits him, so only 200 damage. Yippee. Doesn't matter. The guys thanking me for, shooting him and making him kabloom and split and loud an explosion. Oh, can I shoot that SU? Can I shoot that? Yes, I can. It's very a hit or miss with that single shot mode. And now I'm trying to I'm sitting there going, we need to get rid of guns. Like, and I managed to get that shot too. That was pretty clutch. I was sitting there going, wow, I'm racking up some kills. The friggin' wheeled thing's loving me for getting kills, and I realized that I did not spot that guy in time. Alright. So, I'm like, well, The other side's pretty locked down. That 60 TP, I was nervous because I was driving up on the hill. I was like, oh, he might spot me. I look, I'm going, oh, can I spot him? And there he is. Aim, 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 boom. The single shot mode does not let me down again. Here I am thinking to myself, I've only got one shot left. Do I shoot or do I have it so I can charge a double? And I think to myself, double is what makes this tank good. And what's led it to be so accurate and so deadly at range. And also, if I die, but I manage to get a double off, I've died and dealt 700, almost 800 damage to a tank. Like, so that's a lot of damage. And I am taking a weird path, but I'm alright. I don't know why that guy went into the open there, but it's okay. It's all good. I'm sitting there going, oh, I kind of want to defend the base, but there's already 2 tank destroyers behind me in hindsight. Sorry, a tank destroyer and a light tank. So they would definitely be able to spot. And over there, they don't really have the health. So I turn around, come back to this spot, because I'm like, well, I guess I'm mobile and that guy's not moving anywhere. So I'll come back here to where I can see and hopefully support the SU. And the wheeled piece of crap. Mirror. It's alright, don't worry about it. That guy gets spotted again. I'm sitting there going, might as well kill it. You know, like, they're not moving, they're pretty stuck, and that AMX is there. But I didn't know at the time if I could actually, you know, peek that. I thought, if I try to look at that, it'll be Jova. But it's all right. The alarm goes off. I'm like, well, we got 2 minutes left now. I don't know what to do with these 2 minutes. I guess I'll just sit on my bum and I'm looking. I'm getting impatient, but I'm also going, it's 2 minutes left. Might as well lower that number. So I start driving over to the AMX. Ready to try and shoot it without getting spotted or exploding, to hopefully give our team some advantage and get us out of a crossfire. And he gets spotted. I look at him. I'm sneaking. I'm being sneaky. I'm being cheeky. Coming up, trying to see if I'm going to get spotted. He doesn't spot me. I charge up the double, aiming at the cupola. Boom! 690. Thought to myself, oh, yippee, what a nice low roll. I immediately face the other way just to make sure that I'm not going to get shot by the tanks behind me. Realize I'm out of spotting. I peek up with both rounds loaded. I bump the tree. I panic because I bumped the tree. I shoot at the cupola. It bounces. Well, not hits. I was very annoyed about that, but if you shoot too wide on the cupola on the foshes and stuff like that, it won't count as a hit. I shoot again, get a mega ultra deluxe low roll. And I'm like, wow, lucky me. I get a non-hit and a low roll. That's the game for it. He shoots over there, so I try to peek a little bit closer. Oh, I can see him. He shot twice and he's looking the other way. Boom, shoot him in the side of the hull. That's a more accurate shot. And I turn around and realize, well, that's game, because they're not going to push and they're not going to have the time. Start charging, but that's the match. So yeah, that's all she wrote for this one. Well, welcome to the next batch, which I'm cruising along, you know, I'm charging at the bat chat, and it's Berlin, and I was sitting there going, well, there's no real snipey points. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to realise that the recording is a bit buggy, but it's alright. Anyway, AAT, shoot it, smack it in the friggin' turret for 810 damage. He only dealt 311, so I thought to myself, that's a very nice trade. I also thought to myself, I penned the crazy angle part of that turret, I'm pretty sure. And now I'm trying to think to myself, how am I going to peek? Like, because I know I can peek around the corner super accurately, but there's a lot of tanks there. Oh, pardon me. Admittedly, there's not a lot of tanks that can of them do a lot of damage, but not a lot of damage. A lot is a lot of damage. That's some mess right there for you. I come over the corner, charging. Nah, almost got the Progetto, but he was already in cover. And now I'm sitting on. That Centurion's a bit close. I'm just looking. I'm just peeking. I'm like, I'll get that guy. No, I will not. Okay, I guess I'll go over here. I guess that guy will get armoured from way over there. I'm looking. I'm going. He's probably over here somewhere. Absolutely send that round. I actually don't remember checking, so I can't answer to you if that was a confirmed hit or not. Sorry about that. But yeah. Now it's just waiting. And name many other tier 8 tanks with a turret and this accurate that can be this versatile in such an area. I'm charging, come around the corner, shoot. No I don't. Because I uncharged. I accidentally stopped clicking it, so the charge got reset when I came around the corner. So that doesn't happen. I'm looking, I'm like, yeah, no one's coming over here. Well, you might come around the corner, aiming for a single shot. Don't know why, because double's always better. Looking at Progetto and the LT, I'm like, oh, they're juicy. They're peaky. I'm charging. He aims at me. Boom. Double shot, only one hit, but in the grand scheme of things, it's alright. A hit is a hit, and now he's a double shot kill now. Well, almost confirmed, but I could almost guarantee I was not going to hit that if I had just decided to shoot a single round. So once again, I charge the double, come around the corner, the Progetto's in the open, smack him in the side for 778 damage. I've already done 2k damage, and the team has already lost. So I'm sitting myself, oh boy, what a great team this is. I'm only going to get 2,000 damage, and I'm going to get rolled over. I'm looking at that T-34 free. I'm like, well, that's not happening. Oh, bat chat. Yes, I need to shoot at the bat chat. And here's where that shell velocity is just so good. So just like that, 2.6k damage. And that guy's died, and I'm looking at that bat chat going, oh, he's gonna fly around the corner, and he's gonna start shooting me. And there he is. And I'm like, well, I'm spotted. I'm gonna have to come up over here because I know there's tanks over there. I just gotta kill this guy. It's gotta happen. Start charging, come around the corner, boom, in the side, and just managed to get back before the Progetto can get 3 rounds in. I'm like, ooh, I need one more hit, and then I can do this mission to get the wind hunt. Will I be able to do the mission? I'm sitting there thinking, oh, there's not a lot of chance to peek around here, because if I go too far down, I'll get spotted. If I go high, I'll get spotted. That S is there. He stopped moving. I'll go up and shoot. Boom. Another 590 alpha shot down. But nearly die to a shot from the LT. I'm like, that Borsig just shot. Keep moving. Boom. 440 damage to seal the wind hunt mission and let me get the wind hunt. So I explode to the T-44 and he dies. But with that, I got my wind hunt, and you can expect a video in a bit because I'm still trying to figure that tank out. I do think it's actually good fun though. But with that, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like and a comment if you so desire. Subscribe if you like my stuff. Only if you like my stuff. And yeah, thank you all so much for the support, and I hope you enjoyed the video. I will return with more videos now, seeing as I'm back home. And with that, have a good day and or night. See yous.